We are out of here, Cabo San Lucas. It's been a good time, a rolly time, not a very much party time, which I love. Fun getting tacos and hanging out with my friends that live in Todos Santos. And it's time to get out of the big old city. We're just not city folks, even though we're going to San Jose. But I do have one friend that lives in San Jose. We're gonna meet up with Brian there and have dinner with him tonight, and then we're off to more uncharted territory away from the city life. And we got the main up, and I think I'm gonna start taking us at an angle so we can motor sail a little bit. Whee! Here we go!
Look, oh my gosh! Full whale tail, like 50 feet away from us. Little did we know, we would not be impressed by this anymore by the end of the trip. So scary. Holy shit.
Welcome back, everyone. To give you a better perspective, today we have picked up anchor here in Cabo San Lucas. We had a nice beam reach sail tacking up to San Jose del Cabo.
We have arrived to San Jose. We're not sure if this is an actually legit spot to anchor, but there is another yacht out here, so we're not alone. And Connor is getting the dinghy out. We're gonna go head into town and meet some friends. Woohoo! It's like excitement now. Go. We just found this long fuel and pump out dock, and these guys are actually staying here for the night, so we're just gonna leave the dinghy right there. Good job.
Alright, that works.
We just stumbled into this hotel, and we're just gonna pretend we're
swanky.
Pretending we're here.
We should have dressed up nicer.
Yeah, probably. I told Connor, just keep walking, just act like you own the place. So far it's working. We made it somewhere on land. We're not sure where do you see the boat? Oh, right there. It's right there. Connor, are you gonna jump in and take a seat at the bar?
I'm gonna jump in the water from here.
Yeah, we may just end up staying here because we can see our boat so good. It makes us feel safe. Connor's it's like a newborn baby, and the boat, you can't leave it by itself.
I get anxiety every time I leave the boat.
Welcome to my new home. We are never leaving. The boat's gonna stay anchored there.
They have a glass jacuzzi here. Look at that.
We're gonna go in there later. When we come back, we're just gonna pretend that we have a room here, and we're just gonna go in there. I have a bodysuit, so I'll just go in my bodysuit.
There we go.
You'll go in your Johnny's.
Mm-hmm.
This was Hotel El Ganzo. Absolutely stunning. But when we looked at the prices for a drink, we said, we don't drink, and headed right out. Instead, we walked to El Marinero Borracho, the drunken sailor, where we waited for our friends to pick us up. They ended up taking us to Las Guacamayas, which was delicious, but I didn't really record any of it. But you get the picture. We ate food and had great conversations. After our plan of spending one night to catch up with old friends, our intention was to sail to Los Frailes. And as you can see here on the map, it went something like this, which did not get us to Frailes.
We are taking off from beautiful San Jose del Cabo. Connor's picking up anchor. And we are off to Los Frailes today. We got some wind. We got some sunshine, even though it's still
pretty crisp. And here we go.
It's really weird. I keep getting kind of confused where we are because it kind of looks like the hills of like San Bernardino or something, as if San Bernardino were on the sea. Kind of cool.
It went from a very calm, peaceful sail, and it turned into something like this. And just when we thought we had only weather to navigate, we quickly had to tack back and forth, avoiding a very close call with... Slightly freaking out. I'm like very emotional. We picked up just like so much wind, and as we're freaking going forward, there's a whale like 10 feet in front. 10 feet in front of us, and we like literally potentially may have nicked it.
We would have nicked it if we didn't turn out of the way like just in the nick of time.
Oh my god, I am like so shaky right now. Gnarly. We've like just turned off the motor and we're like, let's sail this craziness. But there are whales. Like I just saw another one way out there to the port side corner. Look at Alivo right now. We are just blasting through these waves. Now I'm starting to understand why people tend to motor through Sea of Cortez. I mean, this is great. We're going like 6.3 knots. But yeah, that true wind speed 17.6, apparent's 20. And we're just dodging whales left and right. Gnarly. So got way too crazy, and we're gonna take a reef, probably 2, and regroup for at least a second. Definitely debating potentially just motoring because we can just see these whales jumping everywhere. We're so close. Like and I don't want to hurt the whales, and I don't want them to hurt Alivo.
Well, now this is the upwind sailing. We didn't get much of this on the way down, but holy moly, we got one reef in. We got the jib about half curled up, and we are still making. How fast are we going, baby? 5.5 knots. Feet over ground 6. We were heeling about 22 degrees, I think, was the max I saw when we didn't have it reefed. But now we're down to about 8 to 11. I tried to put 2 reefs in, but the lazy jacks kind of caught the sail from coming down. So, sure, I think most people leave the lazy jacks up while you reef because that catches the sail and keeps it from flying all around. But at the same time, they kind of prevented the sail from coming down. So, if you have any ideas, let me know. Woo!
We've had a wave completely sunk into the cockpit. We've never had that happen before.
2 reefs in, half of the sail out. We actually have given up on going to Frailes today because during all that commotion, fishing line got caught up in the potentially prop, we don't know. And then all of a sudden, our dinghy Davits just caved in on one side. Connor's securing it with the topping lift right now, and we're turning back and resetting in San Jose and hopefully fixing the boat. Well, we decided to turn around back to San Jose, and then last minute we were like, you know what, let's just go up. Let's give it one more shot going up to Frailes, and we were just getting blasted. When that wasn't working and the dinghy is literally on its last leg, just holding on, Connor got the topping lift to hold the dinghy because, yeah, the davits are broken. And so now we are heading back to San Jose and just kind of contemplating, do we get a slip to fix this? Do we drop anchor and just reassess that anchor? And while we think about that, Connor is literally, I'm navigating forward, Connor is looking behind.
Just trying to surf all these waves.
He's just trying to surf the waves and trying to protect the dinghy and pretty much all the davits. Like, we're trying, the goal is to not lose anything. It may break, but let's hold on to it and not lose it. I guess we were talking a little bit too confidently about our davit situation, and Mother Nature just slapped us in the ass. Literally.
Right in the caboose.
Right in the caboose. It's a bummer because we just like sailed all day and we were literally like halfway in between them, but I think this is the right call.
Yeah,
like, it's just
was not working. We are seeing whales everywhere. This is so. We thought the whales were scary this morning, and then we headed up into this wind too. We just keep getting beat up all day. Growing a little more respect for the Sea of Cortez. You know, nothing to take lightly.
we were kind of laughing. At least I was. I definitely will admit for myself, I was kind of laughing at some friends and people that I've seen following them on Sea People. I see that they motor up this part, and I was like, ah, come on, you guys are sailors. Sail up it. It's just a little bit of upwind sailing. And we're used to a lot of upwind sailing in California, but this is next level. I'm like still wearing my life jacket. I'm so scared.
Between our legs.
Yeah, definitely tail between our legs, but I'd rather have tail between my legs coming back to Anchorage than...
And still have a dinghy between the davits.
And still have a dinghy in the davits. No, well, I'm not going to say anything else until we're at anchor.
But we ended up checking into the marina here and getting a little dock at the fuel dock at San Jose Marina. Here's the damage that occurred yesterday. We stupidly, hung our dinghy and outboard from the davits, which we've been told not to do, but we thought it was going to be kind of a mellow day sail. Yeah, we hit a big wave, and that little bounce kind of made that whole davit bend pretty good. Yeah, we're going to be taking the dinghy off the davits today. We'll put it back up on deck where it should have been in the first place. But, lesson learned. Times, we get cocky, and we made it all the way down from San Diego with the dinghy on the davits like that, and it was fine. But we were going downwind, and this was super short period wind swell. Yeah, just kind of going upwind, and it got us good. A few dollars out of the pocket. We will be back in order here soon. Supposedly there's some good welders up in La Paz, so we'll be able to manage with the dinghy on the deck. Until then, we'll figure it out. Hopefully that fishing line's not too bad in there, and we don't have to replace the cutlass bearing also. So we'll dive down there once it gets a little bit warmer, but I'm going to start with the dinghy davits right now. So after we noticed that it was all bent up like that and hanging a little bit sketchy, we still had maybe 15 miles or so to go. So in order to fix that and make sure that we didn't lose our dinghy or bend the davits even further, we attached the topping lift, which usually goes to the end of the boom from the top. It's just another halyard. It usually goes to the end of the boom right there. It just kind of keeps it off the Dodger, and that kind of held it from sinking any further. After talking to our friend who's been in the industry for a long time, he said that you should actually have something like that permanently rigged up, like a Dyneema little backstay almost for the davits to hold them up. We might try to do that too once we get these fixed, but I think we really just need to make sure that the dinghy's up on deck all the time, whenever we're going, more than a couple miles. It's good to be able to keep it up out of the water, but we shouldn't really be traveling with it. Got the dinghy down, and I hooked the topping lift back up to the edge here. And I'm going to try to see what I can do with the halyard and just kind of crank that up and see if we can straighten it out at least a little bit so it doesn't look so wonky. Oh, it got pretty straight.
In all the madness, when we were attempting to go to Frailes, we decided we were back and forth between just putting the sails away and just motoring to Frailes, but the wind chop was so gnarly. I think I got it a little bit on camera, and the dinghy davits broke. We potentially had that fishing line around the motor, and we had that scare with the whale, and finally our instincts just told us to go back to San Jose. So we came to San Jose, we regrouped. We actually got a slip here. It's just like a guest slip by the fuel dock in San Jose. And
we already had our tail between our legs after that attempt, so we might as well put them all the way between the legs and get a slip too.
Yeah, so now we put the dinghy up on the bow. The outboard is on the stanchion and
where it should have been in the first place.
Where it should have been in the first place. As we were looking at weather, we originally wanted to go north to La Paz and explore Espiritu Santo and just all the amazing places. That being said, we both have been there and it is beautiful. I mean, you got the white sand beaches and it's just a lot of desert. And I think both of us have been craving some green and jungle. And so we decided to pivot, as you do in sailing. And it was a hard decision. We went back and forth. But also on top of that, going north, there's so much wind right now. Like, it would be a beating to get up there. For days, we'd be beating against the wind. And then even once we got up there, we would have just been anchored in gnarly, like there's predicted 35 knots coming through.
Yeah, so we're just going to be hunkered down up there anyways. It's not going to be like
enjoyable.
Fun, not going to the beach or, you know.
We couldn't like hike around and enjoy the place. We had been stuck on the boat just at anchor. And so we have a few days right now to cut across, and we don't have an exact location. We were looking at San Blas or Tacala, and we're gonna just kind of see where the wind takes us. Yeah, and Connor used the topping lift the other day to straighten out the davits, so it doesn't at least look super janky, but we do still need to get that fixed, but we'll probably do that in Puerto Vallarta.
Or I reached out to Garhauer and we'll see if they warranty that and can ship it down here, but the shipping costs might be the same as it would be to get it repaired down here, so we'll have to figure that all out and see what they say.
And besides that, yeah, I'm a little nervous to get across the Sea of Cortez just because we just got slapped the other day.
We've been humbled.
We've been very humbled, but I think spirits are back.
Spirits are back. There were tons of boats going out today, which is a good sign that everyone else thinks it's good weather to go out right now.
All right, let's do it. Mainland
Let's
Mexico,
go.
Here we come. High five, guys.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Next episode, sail away with us on our biggest crossing yet.
Hanging out.
He loves sailing. We're now going to Mazatlan, it looks like.
So it's just a holder for the hand line now.
Green flash. Pew!
With the moon rising and guiding us across, do you have any ideas where we will anchor next? If you love watching our videos and feel like contributing to our journey, here's our Venmo. Whether it's buying us a beer, maybe a honeymoon gift, or helping to make Alivo an even more seaworthy vessel than she already is, all donations are truly appreciated and not taken lightly. Or if you feel like subscribing to our Patreon, check the link in the description below. Now make it a great day, and thanks for watching.
That's it. Bye-bye.